morning. So this is day one. It is 6:50 in the morning. Had the first cup of tea so I could speak complete sentences. And I am doing this vlog because you have asked me to. My students have asked me to. I am supposed to give you a day in the life of a middle school teacher. A day in the life of Kim Sorenson. I'm not entirely sure why you would want such a thing because my life is, you know, middle school teacher-ish. But I look forward to sharing part of my day with you, and we'll just see how this goes. Here we are, walking the dogs. This is what I do every morning. That's my house back there. Hi, house. Hi. I walk the dogs. Oh, look at the dog. There's one. And there's the other one. Oh, and I have them attached to my waist this morning around a belt so that I can hold this thing, hold the camera, and still be able to walk. Do this every morning because my dogs need it. It also is sort of a centering thing. I go through the morning, I run around like a crazy person, making lunch for Emily, making lunch for me, cleaning the house. Oh goodness, the dog saw a rabbit. Oh, crazy dogs. You see my crazy dogs? They're pulling me like I'm a kite. Don't kill me, dogs. That would be a really great video if I fell, though. Wouldn't it? It'd be a great video if I fell. But let's not do that. Let's talk about the whole purpose of this video for a few minutes. I'm not really sure what my students' purpose is when having me do this. I've tried to get them to tell me, and I think perhaps they each have different each of them have different reasons for wanting this whole thing. I think some honestly want to know me better, and that's sweet. I think some are hoping that I'll be hilarious, which is also sweet because that's a lot of, I guess, faith in me. There's also the possibility that they're hoping I'll be super lame and they'll get to make fun of me, which, you know, is the most likely of the possibilities. Maggie, knock it off. Definitely the most likely of the possibilities. So now it is 7:40. We were supposed to leave the house 5 minutes ago to go pick up Emily's classmate and friend on the way to school, but we're running late, which is not really abnormal, but I leave sort of a buffer in for that. And we are getting ready to go to school. Watch your head. What? Watch your head. Okay, so it's before school has started. I'm in the garden behind my classroom. Just one of my favorite things about my classroom is how beautiful it is back here and how you can hear the goats. I am not in my room getting ready because it's Tuesday, and on Tuesdays your book happens in my room, and so, which I don't mind sharing my room. Like Miss Ferry is great and the kids are fun to watch, but it's kind of distracting and it makes it really hard sometimes to get set up before class starts. But otherwise it works out okay. I just got finished telling someone no because they asked me for a favor, and I hate that. I'm really bad at that. I always want to make everybody happy, which is why I'm making this foolish vlog right now. Getting ready to see how it works in the actual school day, how much of a distraction it is, how well the kids can focus with me doing this, how well I can focus with me doing this. We're going to see and see how it goes and hope for the best. Either way, I've met my goal. All right, so what do we got?
Let's pot time.
Okay, which one?
Yo, don't get it!
Shout out.
Mr. Chambers.
Equally as important.
You should give me a shout out.
Shout out to my Instagram. I have -2 followers.
I'm so not including that.
Not even my mom follows me.
Mommy on Snapchat.
Yep.
Mommy on Snapchat and Instagram.
That's enough. Yeah?
I like cookies.
So the second one? You are too wise for me. And the last one.
Oh, wise. Oh, okay.
The last one is, I think, the trickiest one.
Rest. Come on, Brett.
Yes?
Split top.
No. Yeah.
Paradox.
Paradox.
I did that.
Very nicely done. There's Christoph. He just asked me how vlogging is going. Vlogging is a pain. Vlogging is awkward. It turns out I use my hands to do everything, and so holding something is very, very annoying. It also turns out that if you put a video camera in front of 7th graders, they completely lose their minds and forget how to behave in a really remarkable kind of way. Plus, I had to walk through the streets this morning, walking my dogs like this, and my neighbors saw me, and now they think I'm some like self-obsessed millennial idiot. It's grand. It's grand. So now, like my reputation amongst my neighbors has plummeted. On the bright side, I got really awesome socks. Look at my awesome socks that one of my students brought me, Nicole. Oh, look at my awesome socks with Edgar Allan Poe on them. Yay, yay socks. Okay, so this is what happens in my room every break. Look, there they are. There is Morgan, obsessively playing. I watch K-pop. Everyone knows the things that my children choose to do with their spare time. And this is why I come home so tired every day, because my day never ends. Oh wait, there's Andre, go ahead, do your dance. There you go. There. Hey. Hi, look, you're all famous.
I'm like not even in it.
Supposedly, they are figuring out if the sentences in front of the board are participles, gerunds, infinitives, or verbs. They don't like it. It's not at all distracting. You want to move the space? Hi, see, there they are. All right. Okay, so, Angelina, we have a couple things to look at. One of them is that you need to remember to put movie titles in italics. Okay? Movie titles in italics, which is an easy one. And then if you start a sentence with a modifier like overall or well, anything that's modifying the whole sentence like that, like overall, I think this is a really good movie, there's always a comma after that. What I would like for you right now is to answer 5, 6, 7, and 8 in your notes next to today's date. So just a few things for your editing list. Ladies and gentlemen, talk less, write more. Okay, so dialogue. You had a little struggle with your dialogue punctuation, which is a great thing to use Inventor text for. So, for instance, thanks, comma, he muttered. So if a sentence continues, this is a comma, and because this is part of that same sentence. This has to be a comma. This, because he muttered is not the whole sentence. It's thanks, he muttered. So he would be not capitalized because it is in the same sentence, and this would be a comma because the sentence continues. Does that make sense?
So if you had it like, he muttered thanks, so in that at the beginning,
It would be he muttered, comma, thanks, period.
okay.
Okay? Do you want me to put it that way too?
Yeah.
He muttered.
Not right now.
You have to have an intro to it. You have to be like, hey, what they do, it's Miss Sorenson here. Hey, internet.
Hoffman! He's out, yes. Wilson!
Miss Sorenson, you're vlogging.
Nutella! The joy that is carpool. Alexa! Bell!
Hola! Haha!
Silently judging me. The children made me do it. Carpool madness is over. Thank you for another day. And now I have a little bit of time before I have to go pick up my daughter. And so what I do during that time is I grade. I grade and conference everything that I can, and I get ready so that I can leave right away. So my small pack with all my huge amount of vlogs to grade tonight. It's a big night. I have pieces to conference and things to grade, and I have to run. So it's a busy night. Okay, so now school is out, and I have done a bunch of conferences, and I graded several papers, and now I am sitting at Serato. I'm waiting for Emily to come out of cross country, and this is what I do while I wait for her to come out cross country. I grade logs. So I sit here and I grade as many logs as I can so that I have fewer to take home. And I actually, oddly, really like grading logs. I love reading your final pieces, but I love reading your logs in a different way. I like to hear what you think about books. I like to hear your regular voice. And I like to see the growth over time. I can flip through the log and see you growing or not growing, as the case may be. And I think that's really cool. And I get immense pleasure out of reading the logs. I actually really like reading all of the papers. It's just that there's so many of them. And to be honest, that is the greatest challenge of my job. It isn't the, kids' behavior or parents or like just all the rigmarole that you have to go through being a teacher. It's just the sheer overwhelming amount of things to mark and to grade and to respond to. And I know people's answer is always, well, then just give them less to do. Like, don't grade so much. But I really firmly, with all my heart, believe that you desperately need that you really, really need to read and to write and to think, and that you need to draft, and you need to write essays, and you need to write narratives, you need to write poems, you have to find your voice. And I feel like all of those things are super important. And I get immense satisfaction from all the parts of it. I absolutely love my job, even when I'm totally exhausted, like right now, and totally overwhelmed, like right now. I still feel bad for people who have any other job. Like, I get to hang out with these funny, ridiculous, thoughtful, interesting, inspiring, surprising, varied people every day. And I get to be a part of them growing and becoming more fully themselves. And I get to share the things that I love most with you. I mean, most of you have an obsession, something that you love, something you absolutely enjoy. And imagine if you could spend your day, like if your thing is Minecraft and you could spend your day, like, sharing that joy, or if your thing is K-pop, if that's your thing and you could just spend your time going, hey, look at this great video, isn't it amazing? A lot of my job is that. Hey, look at Edgar Allan Poe, isn't he amazing? Check this out, look at how he does this. How great is that? And that part never gets old for me, sharing the love of it all. And I honestly, I often dream of, I'm not gonna lie, some days I dream of becoming anything else. Something with no paperwork and where there's no carpool. Oh my gosh, I hate carpool. But in reality, I can't imagine being anybody else, doing anything else other than being Mrs. Sorenson. I'm sitting here and I'm grading logs endlessly. See? Many logs. Logs everywhere. And I am trying to deal with my least favorite problem with logs, which is people who write really, really lightly. I'm old. My vision is not awesome. I want to show you this paper. Ooh. How is a person supposed to read that? It looks like it's been erased. No one can read that, especially not me, with my old lady vision. So, here's a tip. Either write in pen or write dark enough that a person with eyes like mine can see it. Thank you. Now, here we are. It is, what day is this?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, October 11th, and we are running woo, at 6:30 at night because that's what we do.
I think it's almost 7.
Okay, almost 7.
It's 7. 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock. Here we go. And we are running, and you're running with us. Aren't you lucky? And
Yay.
yay! We run, we talk, we complain. We complain about running. We complain about everything. That's part of the fun.
We solve problems.
We solve problems. We solve the world's problems.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
The only people that listen to us.
Right. I know. She's correct. Okay. So that's all we're going to do of the running for now because it's getting dark and I really should be watching where I'm going because this is a really bad idea.